So I could go through all of them, but this one is: can we please have the perk tiers removed, or can perk tiers be removed? Is what they said, which is completely fine. Like, yes, you could. It will take the grind down by 2/3. And it'll take 10 years to get back to where it is. In the meantime, they could search for other solutions as well. It could be a quick plaster fix, which would be a plaster fix for 10 years. Seems quite like a good thing to do, right? But they obviously say no, and then they say something really stupid as if it wouldn't take 10 years to get it back.
Good question.
This guy.
Straight up, we've got no plans to remove perk tiers. It is...
Why? Why do they have no plans to remove perk tiers? What's the reasoning? Rave, thank you for the 4 months. No one wants tier 1 or 2. They only want tier 3. So what's the point of tier 1 and 2? It's just to put a grind in for 0 reason. Don't make any sense to me, but okay.
It's a topic that we talk about internally. It's an idea that gets thrown around, but we have no plans to do it right now.
But you're not saying why, okay?
Yeah, we have something else in mind, but not removing perk tiers. 2 quick things about perk tiers. Yes, it would cut the grind in 2/3.
Yeah, 2/3 it would, yes, instantly.
But the grind grows exponentially every time new content is added.
Yeah, 10 years. It'll take 10 years to get back to where it is. 10 years.
Not only are we adding new perks to unlock, but we're also adding more characters to unlock those perks on. So if we were to do so, it would only be a matter of time.
10 years.
Before that grind becomes a problem again. The second thing is that it's actually a lot more work to remove the perk tiers than just deleting them. And so if we're going to spend a bunch of time on a solution, we'd rather spend that time on it.
So that's at least a reasonable one. If it's going to take a long time to do it, I guess finding something what doesn't take as long to fix it would be a solution. But I don't know why it would take a long time to take just 2 perks away, or 2 tiers of a perk away. Would it? I mean, it wouldn't usually, but we know they have like a really spaghetti code, don't we? I'm not going through all this, just these 2, because why not? I could go through it all, but I'm not going to bother.
Permanent solution, not something that's only going to be effective for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next question we have is time on a solution. We'd rather spend that time on a permanent solution, not something that's only going to be effective for a little while.
A little while, 10 years is a little while. It would take 10 years. It's quite a long time. I don't know if the game's still going to be going in 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next question we have is from Pixel.
This is a funny one.
Who asks, can we have some updated killer stats? Justin, can the people have stats?
No, Dylan, can they?
Well, I'm going to show them anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, I figure.
Right.
I don't bother answering.
So this is killer data. This is tracking kills, right? How successful killers are with kills, right? This is the data they go off, which they think is the best data to judge how well a killer is performing, and then to balance that killer, right?
So there you go. These are stats from December 16th to January 16th for all the killers. On the left side, you will see the average kill rates for those killers. And on the right a little bit, you'll see the little black bar with the black numbers.
Pick rate.
Those are their pick rates, so how often they're used. These are for all ratings. These aren't for like just the high end of players or anything. So just note that there's a lot of nuance to these numbers that isn't necessarily shown in these statistics. Like Nurse, for example, is not the worst killer in the game.
So they're using this to show the killer data on how the killers are performing, and they've said they balance like based off this. But then they've said, but the data we use doesn't show it because obviously Nurse isn't the worst. But you know, let's go off kills because even they know it isn't showing the right things. So that sounds like good data to use. All right, let's jump on anyway. I'm not going to go through it all, but I've said that many times. The whole fucking thing were just a train wreck. That was just 2 out of the many. Bar the filler ones. You can't really get the filler ones wrong, can you? How you doing, Rave? Good to see you. Thank you for the 2 months if I didn't say. Appreciate it, man.